Hello from Tonala, Jalisco. I'm here because every Thursday there's this huge tianguis artisan market. This is an open air market where people are selling food and products and clothes and so many other cool things. And it's only about 30 minutes away from Guadalajara, which makes it the perfect day trip. So let's go. Look at all this stuff so far. This is sensory overload. Pet tags, lamps, water dispensers, handmade shoes, tons of souvenirs. I don't even know what that is on the left. Jewelry. ¿Qué más? There's also plenty of things that you can get for your pets or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Today is also going to be a little bit of an exercise in facing my fears because after my phone was robbed in Guadalajara, I feel more insecure than ever being out by myself, especially with a piece of technology out in front of my face. But we'll see how this goes. Well, I just realized I haven't had anything to eat today so far, so I smell these. They smell amazing. Son gorditas, ¿no?
De nata.
Gorditas de nata y tienen de chocolate.
Cajeta, chocolate y las naturales.
Ok, un bolsita de
El paquete le vale 10 pesos, le contiene 4 piezas.
Ok, de chocolate, por favor.
Claro. Listo, chocolate. Por nada.
So normally I cannot have delicious creations like this because they're made out of flour, but in this case it's corn dough that he pinches together with something in the middle or nothing because it's already a little bit sweet on its own. But in this case I got it with chocolate, which I think is Nutella that they put inside, and only 10 pesos for these 4. It's gonna be really hard to try this while walking and holding the camera, but let's see if I can do this. So good. Breakfast of champions right here. So this might not be a big deal to everybody, but I am pretty proud of myself for pushing myself to make this video. I really wasn't going to release one this week because just because of some things that happened, I didn't have anyone that could make a video with me, and after getting my phone stolen out of my hand in broad daylight with somebody else there, it made me even more hesitant to go out and record a video, since even as I'm doing this without a camera in my hand, I still get stared at all the time like I have 3 heads or something. So I'm happy that I did it. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future for all my videos because I don't feel safe here in Guadalajara to record by myself, so we'll have to see. So one last thing I want to say on this, am I going to be staying in Guadalajara? Will I be living here long term? That was the original plan, and at this point I have 4 more months booked out that are already pretty much paid for, and I have to stay for this time. After that though, I think I'll be moving on. Where? I don't know. Mexico City right now is a huge contender, even though I never thought I'd be saying that in my life. Once I started editing this, I was like, yeah, people are probably gonna be like, why would I never say that in my life? Because the first time I went to Mexico City, I felt like it was just too overwhelming, the amount of people. I've always thought it's too polluted, and I don't think my body could handle that long term, the amount of pollution in the city. Except here's something really interesting. If you go on Google and type in most polluted city in Mexico, Toluca is the top city. That's just outside of Mexico City. And then if we look at these other ones here, Toluca, then Tijuana, Puebla, Guadalajara is number 4. And then let's go all the way down here. Mexico City is like, what is it, 20th? I am shocked. I am shooketh. All my perceptions are wrong. The pollution they're wrong. In the 2 trips that I've gone back, I've really grown fond of it, and I could probably just get over it. The amount of people, there's so many people because it is such a cool city. So that's why it's a contender right now. And also, even in the more expensive neighborhoods like Roma Norte, where I stayed the last time, it's still more affordable there. Rent, food, products and various things that I noticed than here in Guadalajara. I don't know what the heck the deal is between 2018 and now, but the cost of living has gone up like crazy here in Guadalajara. This must be the best food stand in here because there's so many people packed around, and I do need more food because the gorditas are not going to do it for me, but I'd like to take a seat, so I'm gonna have to find something else. I will say that so far this this is a much more reasonable crowd than I saw a few weeks ago, right before Semana Santa, where you could hardly shuffle your way through this entire place, and you pretty much felt bad if you wanted to stop and look at anything because you were blocking everybody. Ooh, I see plants. I really want to get more plants. They're addicting, just like tattoos. ¿Cuántos meses o semanas?
Un mes y medio.
¿Qué tal? Buen día. Ahí sí, dama, ¿puedo comprar un llaverito?
Gracias.
Una pulserita chica.
Gracias.
You can literally find everything in this market, including month-old puppy dogs. Oh my gosh, that just made my day. Entonces, ¿tienes cacao de aquí?
Mira, aquí en México somos productores de cacao. Aquí tenemos 3 tipos de cacao: forastero, trinitario y criollo. Esta es la mazorca, se le llama mazorca, fruta o vaina. Dentro de esta fruta tenemos la semilla. Ya nuestro trabajo artesanal, esas semillas quitarle y pelarla. Las puedes agregar en licuados verdes, en licuados de fruta. Y este viene de Tabasco.
Tabasco, ok,
Tabasco.
qué bueno.
Sí, y es de lo más rico que hay en magnesio.
Ok, muchas gracias. ¿Puedo probar?
Sí, claro. Es la neurotransmisores que nos causa placer. Por eso es que se puede utilizar como un antidepresivo,
Oh, sí.
energizante.
Gracias. I should also mention that in addition to like the main drag, the tunnel that you're going through, if you look down any of these side streets, you'll see that there's also, if I don't get hit by a car, there's also tons of shops and then other smaller streets that have lots of artesanías and stuff too. You know what? I can't do any more carbs before I have a real breakfast, but I think it was Tonala in 2018 where I fell in love with pan de elote. And it's another thing that's made with just corn most of the time, so I can actually eat it being gluten-free. Yep, here's me trying my very first pan de elote, and let's take a quick notice that it was 12 pesos in 2018, 20 pesos now, which means the prices have gone up by 66%. Just as an example of the cost of living increase that I was talking about earlier. Cuesta 10 pesos. Una bolsa, por favor.
¿Una agüita de 10?
Sí, por favor.
¿Completo cuánto vale?
50 pesos le sale el coco completo, agua y coco.
Okay, when you walk by agua de coco, coconut water, fresh coconut water for 10 pesos for a bag, you do not say no to that. Oh my gosh, it's so fresh and good. Oh, and I cannot forget to mention, if you want affordable affordable prices for products, this is where you have to go. Some of the lowest prices for artisan goods that I've seen all across Mexico. Buenas tardes. ¿Cuánto cuestan estas redes? 200? Gracias. Okay, that is one of the cutest little pots I've ever seen. I'm actually not sure if he was saying 280, 200, but I mean, they were hand painted with ribbons on them too. Ah, so cute. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Bottles, tequila bottles that they turned into lamps. Voy a querer 4 tacos de chorizo, por favor.
¿Cuánto de chorizo? ¿Chorizo solo o con papa?
Chorizo solo.
Puro chorizo.
Sin cebolla.
Puro cilantrito.
Cilantro, sí, gracias. Well, I finally found a little food stall. It wasn't too crowded or loud, except for it is by this loud street. And so I got 4 tacos de chorizo. I'm gonna dig right in from starting. You really can't go wrong with chorizo. So salty and flavorful. Gracias. Yeah. So those tacos were 20 pesos each, highly delicious, and I am full and happy now. Way more energized to do what I love doing the most, looking at all these artesanías. I don't know why, but this has always been one of my favorite things in Mexico, is seeing like hand-painted products like mugs, products like this that have Lele dolls, remind me of Querétaro, because that's where they're from. I I mean, just everything. I could look at this stuff all day. I know some people get bored, like, oh, it's the same stuff over and over, but for me, nope, I love it. Well, so I have all these bottles that I've been saving, like old tequila bottles or just uniquely shaped ones. I want something that can be planted in water, and these look like just the thing.
Y nomás cada mes se le cambia el agua, nomás se le pone agua de garrafón.
Ok, para todo esto.
Sí, sala, comedor, cocina, baño, que está totalmente sombra.
Y cuestan, depende de
Estos 40, 70 y a cualquiera que te guste 35.
Okay. I actually did really want to buy one of those, except the problem is I have like a mile left to walk back to the start of this, and I don't really want to be carrying it because I can't hold a camera and that and juggle my bag and everything else. It's really difficult recording by myself. I don't really like it, honestly, for the safety factor, and also just nice to have a recording partner to riff off of and see different things, chat with people. Well, the cacao woman is a good salesperson because she caught me on the way back. She's like, do you want to buy some? I'm like, She's like, come on, it's really, really good. And so here we are. 55 pesos for a, I don't know how big the size bag is. 125 something? It's a pretty decent sized bag. And she's like, yes, you can make it with your coffee. Oh my gosh, sorry. You can make it with your coffee in the morning. It's a stimulant. I think she might have said it's an aphrodisiac. So all great things, right? Plus the antioxidants, all that jazz. On the screen here is a video of how I was robbed in Mexico in case you want to hear the whole story of how that went down. I do hope you'll subscribe to my channel because I will release a new video hopefully every week. And gong that bell so you get notified the next time I release a new video, and I will see you there.